Hey there, either there, guys. What is up? Welcome back to the channel. Man, it has been a crazy 24 hours. That is for sure. If you're living in America and you're not living under a rock, you probably no pun intended with that one, as you'll see here in a minute. And you're not living under a rock, then you probably already know that we're essentially at full-blown war with Venezuela. It happened relatively late last night, early this morning. We captured the president of Venezuela as well as his wife, and we have been bombing. I forget, Caraco, I think it's called, some city in Venezuela. I'm not too familiar with the exact name of the city. The videos have been disturbing, to say the least, in the sense that it's just like nonstop. Donald Trump's response has been quite disturbing as well, going on record to say that he watched it happen like a TV show, like he was watching the television of them capture the president, and that we did such a beautiful thing that we need to do more of it in the upcoming future to different countries, of course. But I found this clip. I saw it yesterday. I didn't watch it yesterday, but I did see it. And I kind of, it kind of like rustled my brain, because I was very young when Iraq happened, and I don't really remember a whole lot of it. Going through history classes and stuff, it was always one of those topics that I didn't really like gravitate towards. I didn't really understand the gravity of the situation, especially because we were still in Afghanistan, and to me, that was, the same thing at the time, not really understanding politics or the world at all. But I saw this and I wanted to kind of see just how similar the propaganda is for Iraq and Venezuela. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick.
I'm not going to play around anymore. Hit me with the works. Iraq, Venezuela, go!
We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we can do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
No, that's bizarre. That almost seems staged, like his press team went back and watched the clip and wanted him to recreate it, as though it's like a spoof of it, a parody of it, if you will.
Chemical weapons as a threat.
Surely that doesn't happen more.
Poses a chemical weapons threat
Oh?
to the United States.
Again?
Terrorists inside Iraq.
Al Qaeda of our hemisphere.
We can get rid of Saddam. It could really begin to transform the region.
There's an opportunity to transform the entire region.
Bringing freedom and democracy.
Democracy and freedom
can serve as a beacon of hope.
Shock and awe.
Oh my God. It's actually insane how history repeats itself, I suppose. But yeah, as you can go to see, it's the same shit, different butt situation, man. Stuff, I want to say it escalated, very rapidly, but it really didn't. It almost seems like it's like a giant ruse. As you can already go ahead and see from quotes from Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she says, "It's not about drugs, it's about oil and regime change, and a distraction from Epstein." Obviously, with Donald Trump's name being riddled all over those files, it is absolutely absurd. The lengths that this man will go to try and distract us from, wanting to see him see justice. It's crazy that we got the president of Venezuela before we got, anybody in those files at all. 9 months before the 2024 election, Trump said he wanted Venezuela to collapse so he can take them over for oil. And now he's bombing Caracas on the first full moon of 2026. This was never about drugs. It was always about oil.
We would have gotten all that oil. It would have been right. When I left, Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have taken it over. We would have gotten all that oil. It would have been right next door.
Yeah, that's crazy how just blatantly obvious. And I feel like if anybody pointed this out to, Pam Bondi, I think is the chick's name, or anybody in the cabinet, that they'll just immediately deny it. Fake news, all that crap they're always talking about. It's It's crazy, man. We're on day three of day three of 2026, and here we are. Can you imagine the world's response if China kidnapped Taiwan's president and then said they were going to run Taiwan? It certainly wouldn't be the same as the one they have for the U.S. when Donald Trump does the same with Venezuela. The UN has called for immediate action and immediate gathering to condemn the United States' actions, but that only goes so far when nothing is done. You know, I don't think anything is going to happen in regards to repercussions to Donald Trump. I don't think that he's going to, step down. I don't think that he's going to be impeached. It's really sad. It's almost like he actively knows that he can just move without any sort of repercussions. And that's dangerous because he's already gone on to say that he wants to do it with other countries. He wants to do it again and again. He watched the capturing of the president and his wife as though it was like he was watching it a TV. It's disgusting how inhumane he views these kinds of actions and all that. So here's the Venezuelan president being flown over with the in American custody. Why did President Trump launch airstrikes on Venezuela to capture Maduro? This was not a sudden move. This operation tracks back more than 25 years. Escalation and indictments. You can go through this if you want to. This is by the Bull Theory. So let's just kind of read the headlines. How Venezuela became a problem, 99 through 2013. In 99, Hugo Chavez came into power. From the point, Venezuela shifted toward authoritarian control, military influence over the economy increased, institutions weakened, corruption spread, the military drug link, and by the mid-2000s, senior military officials controlled airports, borders, ports, and drug shipments moved with protection. 3, Maduro inherited the same system in 2013. After Chavez died in 2013, Nicolas Maduro took power. Under Maduro, the economy collapsed, oil production fell sharply, sanctions increased, corruption deepened. As legal revenue disappeared, illegal revenue mattered more. Drug transit became more valuable to the regime. Why the U.S. moved legally first. 2020. In March 2020, the U.S. Department of Justice indicted a sitting head of state. Maduro was charged with narco-terrorism, cocaine trafficking, conspiracy to move drugs in the U.S. $50 million bounty was placed on him. This created a legal foundation. From the moment Maduro was no longer treated as a normal foreign leader by the U.S., the pressure phase from 2020 to 24. After the indictment, sanctions increased, diplomatic pressure grew, Maduro was isolated, the U.S. drug crisis 24 to 25. By 24 and 25, drug deaths remained a major U.S. issue. Trump campaigned on restoring law and order. Mexican cartels were politically sensitive. Venezuela was not. Venezuela had an active U.S. indictment, no strong international protection, no legitimacy after disputed elections. 7, oil changed the strikes. Venezuela holds the largest proven oil reserves on Earth. Maduro reportedly offered oil concessions to stop pressure. Trump rejected that, negotiating with an indicted leader. Limits leverage, locks in bad terms. Pressure first, control later. Why this happened now? By late 2025, sanctions failed to remove the regime. Drugs in dispute continued. Maduro remained in power. As I'm saying, as we go over this, just mind you, I don't think that this guy should be in power. I don't really know much about Maduro. I'm not huge on like foreign laws and everything. I'm not huge on foreign policy. I'm not huge on much of that. Okay, I have my opinions for what I see, and this guy seems like a piece of shit for sure, corrupt through and through. But the way that we're going about this is insane. You know, we've gone on to bomb innocent fishermen who we assume are moving drugs with no proof, no sense of what is it? Fuck. Why am I drawing a blank for this? No sense of like, giving them a chance to see if they're guilty or not. We just assume that they are and then move as if they already are. And then, double tapping. We've seen clips of the strikes on these fishermen being double tapped. That's a fucking war crime, bro. Like we are actively moving pretty disgustingly. I think that this just could have been done a little bit better. Granted, it is war. And it's always going to be, iffy. Innocent people will die, unfortunately. But continuing to bomb Caracas is crazy as fuck. And it's bizarre. It's bizarre. I guess huge W for the U.S. America is being blackmailed and controlled by Israel. Okay, I'm not reading that or listening to that. Yeah, and we'll just end off on this. The U.S. is now running Venezuela. Trump has said, what stocks could benefit from these plays? Let's dig in. Crazy as hell. Let's end there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. You got a little bit of, information, as honestly, like, this tweet is probably the only thing that, like, I've ever really seen or looked into. And so I appreciate that guy for, like, breaking it down in that way. For sure. Gives you a better sense of understanding as to why this is happening or why it has happened and what, what led to it and everything. But again, leave your thoughts down below. Do you think that this is what should have happened? Do you think it was done poorly, executed poorly? Do you think it was executed fine? Hopefully we don't see any more escalation. I know that North Korea has already launched 2 bombs. We don't know where to. I haven't seen any update on that since I saw that they were launched. But yeah, man, like, comment, share, sub. Peace.